Five amazing and creepy corpse fauna. Number 5. Dermestid beetles. When other scavengers are done picking soft tissues from a carcass, all that's eventually left are the dry remains. The bones, the hair and leathery scraps of skin. These materials are edible to both larval and adult dermestid beetles, found worldwide and sometimes even in our homes where they consume organic fibers in clothing, carpeting and furniture. Museums and taxidermists even employ thousands of these creatures at a time to clean skeletons for display, but must be careful to retrieve them before the bone itself gets nibbled on. Number 4. Burying beetles. The burying beetles, or Nicrophridi, are one of the two main groups of carrion beetle. These Halloween-colored creatures usually mate for life, atop the body of a small, dead bird or rodent, then spend all night working the entire corpse into a small ball and burying it underground. The devoted mother is buried alive with the body, spending the rest of her days chewing up the rotten flesh for her larvae, while the male, if he didn't join her, stays on guard above ground. Number 3. Vulture bees. Related to ants and wasps, bees come in a massive variety of forms throughout the world, but all feed at least partially on plant matter, especially nectar and pollen, with the exception of 3 bizarre species in the genus Trigona. These stingless social bees raise their larvae almost exclusively on decaying meat, which they chew and regurgitate into a liquid form the same way other bees make honey, filling their egg chambers with a thick, sticky slurry of rotten flesh. Number 2. Striped hyena. Species of hyena are primarily hunters, but the species hyena fits their scavenging reputation to a T. Feeding almost entirely off the kills of other predators, including their fellow hyenas, they are even specially adapted to easily digest whole bones, even consuming so much bone that it turns their droppings chalky and white. Number 1. Marabou stork. Storks are usually wetland predators, feeding primarily on small fish and frogs. Leptoptylos caruminiferus, however, also known as the undertaker bird, takes a cue from vultures and feeds frequently on decaying meat, even sporting a completely bald head for reaching deep into wet, festering body cavities. Due to these unusual dietary habits, it's just as at home in dry, arid plains as it is in muddy marshland, and is possibly the largest scavenging bird in the world.